Good morning, High Button sports fans. Welcome inside the Member 2 Sport and Wellness Center for our rematch between the visiting Down East Stars and the hometown Cape Breton Lynx. They put on an entertaining show last night. Stars coming away with a 7-4 victory. Game much closer than that scoreline would tell you. These two teams, again, very evenly matched. Should be another great one here this morning. Off the draw, deep into the Lynx territory. Rimmed around the boards, kept in there at the line by Bella Fitzpatrick. Back to get it now is Vickers. Plays it up the half wall. And the Lynx are out, led by Hillary Lawand. Over the blue line, stick check there by Fitzpatrick. Kicked out by the goaltender there. We'll get to our starting goaltenders here in a moment. Up top, Gabriel, her shot, rebound in front, still loose. Now the Stars will get control and play it up the wall. Fitzpatrick chips that into the neutral zone. Stars trying to start a change, and they will be able to do so right now as Citrum gets that, and she will throw that in. Gabriel now once again. Sees a lane. Pass, try to find Cremo. That jumps over her stick, and the Stars enter the zone once more. Thrown out in front. Jumping on top of that is your starting goaltender for the Cape Breton Lynx here this morning. Abby Jessam gets the call between the pipes. And for the Down East Stars, Tegan Young gets the nod to start today's game. That shot tipped just wide. Now to pick it up there is Morrell. Ahead for McEachern. In and over the blue line. Not far enough as the Stars again will just bounce it back out into the neutral zone. Morrell back to get it. Plays it up the wall. That is enough to get by. Now Ava Landry gives pursuit. Landry in a battle in behind the goal there with Myers before Caden's player comes to help out her teammate. To the blue line, but not out. Morrell rims that around. And Vickers comes off her line. Vickers in front. They shot another turned aside there by Young. Good pressure here from the Lynx to start this one. But now here's McKenzie. A little chip and chase there. Morrell is going to get there first in behind the Lynx goal. Plays it ahead for Landry. Landry trying to find Angioni. Now Angioni got a little bit of space in the neutral zone. She'll get to the red line and dump it in. Back to get it there now is Fitzpatrick. Loses it in her skates. Lending her a hand there is McGuigan, who she'll get to the red line and dump that in. In behind the goal now McGinnis. Passes that out and it's chipped into the neutral zone there by Perush. And the Stars retrieving their own net. Stretch pass. Now here's Lutley. Throws it into the middle of the ice. Some Lynx players there, but now almost a turnover there in a dangerous part of the ice. Ellie Mullins was there for the shot, but Abby Jessam covers up. So again, these two teams battled here last night. Stars coming away with a 7-4 victory, pushing their win streak to 3. And mentioned it in last night's broadcast. These two teams chasing each other in the standings. Now in front, and it's there for Mullins. Ellie Mullins left all alone in the slot. And a beautiful cross-seam pass. And a player of her offensive abilities and talents, she's not going to miss those opportunities very often. Stars picking up where they left off last night. Stars a little slow out of the gates, but once they got going, the offense really started humming for the Stars, and they're looking to continue that trend here this morning. Lynx now trying to get it out of their own zone. Played over now Lawan. She'll chip that in. Young will leave it there for Fitzpatrick. Her pass doesn't connect with Walker. This will go the length of the ice. Icing will be the call. And you see the logo there at center ice here in Member 2, recently hosting the best under 18 female hockey players in the world here in Cape Breton. And it's of my understanding that most, if not all, of the girls playing in this game had a chance to get down and watch the Canadian team beat Czechia in the semifinals. So good luck to Team Canada today as they go for gold against the United States. But here we are in this one, and Ava Landry pokes that one underneath Young, and a great response by the Lynx. Tie this one up early. Good puck pursuit by the Lynx right there, not giving up on the play. Tegan Young not able to get her glove down on it before Ava Landry, another very good offensive player in this league and for this Cape Breton team, makes her chance count. And the captains exchange goals early on in this one. Now here's Vickers. Cross seam pass on the tape for Landry. Stick check there by Myers. Matheson chips that in. In behind the goal, Vickers in a puck battle there, and she'll break that free for Cremo. Ahead for McEachran. Myers breaks that play up. Vickers gets to the red line, chips it in deep. Fitzpatrick plays that up the wall. Nobody home there for the Stars, so Austin picks it up for the Lynx. Andrews. Or Browns, pardon me. Over the blue line, no further as it's chipped back into the Lynx territory. Here's Gabriel, stops up. Quick turn, and she's able to get that out of the zone. Brown plays that ahead. Stars disrupt that play. McGinnis up the wall. Nobody home there for the Lynx. Icing waved off. Now, Lawan keeps that play alive. Perush for Morel. Shot just goes wide. Vickers jumps in off the point, tries to feed it into the front of the net. Now Lawan will do the same. Into the corner it goes. Rimmed around there for Fitzpatrick. Watched very closely there by Perush. Larkin. Her pass intercepted by Vickers' shot. That's blocked on its way to the goal. Back to the point for Lawan. Her cross-ice pass broken up there by Fitzpatrick. She'll just chip it into the neutral zone. Not far enough as Morale will pick that up and rim it right back in. Stars hemmed into their own zone right now. Rimmed around. Now here's Larkin. Up the wall for Fitzpatrick. She's had a long shift out here. Or sorry, that's Walker. Stars, now they will get it out and put Cape Breton off sides at the same time. 13:57 to go here, and what's been an entertaining start to this one. The captains exchanging goals early on, and that's where we currently sit. Skating onto it now is Walker with a head of steam. Walker, good back check there by McGinnis. Able to break that play up. And Abby Jessam will cover up for the faceoff. Face off to the left of Jessam. Cassie Cremo in to take the draw for the Lynx. The Stars win that one. Now here's a break. Ava Landry with a head of steam. Landry all alone. Landry shot. Scores. Back-to-back goals for Ava Landry. Good shot block in her own blue line, and with a burst of steam, makes her way up ice and just outweights Tegan Young. And just like that, the Lynx reply. Angioni chips that in. Back to get it is Larkin. Reverses course for McKenzie. Now it's chipped out. McGuigan over the blue line, but just a step off sides was her teammate. And the face-off will come outside the Lynx territory. Emily Lutley in to take the draw here for the Stars. 2 goals last night for Lutley. Great game for the Stars. Looking to repeat that here today. Kept in at the line. Lynx still trying to get some momentum and pressure in there. Now here's Mullins. Ahead for Fitzpatrick. Tries to feed back to Mullins. Her and Vickers get tied up. Scores! Emily Lutley picks up a loose puck as the Lynx overskated in their own zone. And these two teams just exchanging goals back to back to back. As Lutley picks that one up in a dangerous spot and tucks it right underneath the pad of Abby Jessom. It would make sense, as last night with the Stars' victory, that evened up the season series at 2 games apiece. This would be the rubber match. Now back to get it is Andrews. Over for Lawand. She tries to go back, but it's broken up there by McGinnis. Plays that ahead for Walker. Chips that into the corner, and turning to get it now is McGinnis. Rimmed around for Andrews. But hard on the back check there. Caitlin McGinnis. A lot of McGinnis in this game. Bella Fitzpatrick tries to keep that in. Instead now played back up for Walker. Puck just getting bounced back and forth between the two blue lines right now. No teams seem to have tightened things up a little bit, as a little bit of the Wild West here to start as the teams went up and down the ice.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's even split number is 8-9-3-3-5-1.
Puck goes out of play. Face off will come back inside the Lynx zone. Carly McGuigan in on the draw. The Lynx come away with it. Angioni steps over the blue line, tries to step around Larkin. Now here's a breakaway for Matheson. Matheson in all alone on Jessom. Her shot, Jessom. Big save there. This Stars team can really get going on the transition real quick. Opportunistic on their offensive opportunities. Now Larkin. Head for Fitzpatrick. Vickers breaks that play up. Now off the bench, here's Mullins. Her and Vickers probably going to see a lot of each other here this morning. Chipped into the corner, far side. Rimmed around there. McLean. Lead the pass for McEachern. Jumps over her stick, and Citrum will just fire it right back into the Lynx territory. Jessom's lost her stick. Now they'll break out again. Here's Lutley. Her shot goes wide. Hard on the forecheck there is McGinnis. Back for Mary McLean now. Ava Landry not able to clear the zone. This time it'll land on net, and Abby Jessom will cover up. 8-5 shots reading on goal here for the Stars. Scramble draw, and the Lynx will finally come away with it. Chip it out into the neutral zone, forcing Fitzpatrick back into her own zone. Now, head for Walker. Chipped in, not far enough. That will be offsides at the Lynx line. McNeil and McGuigan line up for the draw. Draw one cleanly there by McNeil. Up for Lawand, who chips that into the corner. Rimmed around for McKenzie, but she's watched closely there by McNeil, so has to play it back for Larkin. Larkin plays that up the wall, but Angioni breaks that play up, and she'll chip it right back in. Lynx start a forecheck. Stars are able to escape their zone. Vickers. Can't find Angioni. This one will go the length of the ice. Icing will be the call. Face-off coming back inside Lynx territory. Emily Lutley lining up for the draw here for the Stars. Very good in the face-off circle last night. And almost wins that one, but Angioni, hot off the draw, able to turn the momentum. Now Vickers. Couple plays there, keeping that play in. Lutley and Austin battling hard. And they'll go back at it again. Lutley winning that one, throwing it back down for Raina Fitzpatrick. Now Mullins turns and fires off a shin pad, goes back to the blue line. Citron walks the line. Thrown into the corner, and Lutley and Vickers meet. Back into the corner it goes. Emily Lutley throws it out front, nobody home except Olivia Morel. She'll skate at the length of the ice. Tries the shot, should give chase, first one on it. There's McEachran finding the rebound, but kicked aside by Young. Now Walker plays that one ahead for Player. Landry is back to help out on the defensive side of the puck. Cremo steps around her man, and now here she comes again. Her forward progress is stopped there by Larkin, and Larkin will turn around. But Lawand is there to break that up and throw it back into the corner. Now the Stars will try and find a cross-seam pass, but that misses Walker and played right back up the ice by the Lynx. This one will go the length of the ice, but icing waved off. Back into the corner it goes. Player rims it around for Larkin. Up the wall, Hillary Lawand again stops the forward progress. Back down it goes, Perouche. Good stick there by Perouche. Now she's in a puck battle along the wall. McNeil comes in to help out. Trying to play it up the wall again. Good pressure here from the Lynx. Now Morel, or McNeil, pardon me. Tries to throw that out front. It hits a body on the way there. Gabriel pinches in. Knocks that puck free, but now here comes Walker. One-on-one with Morel. Good stick there by Olivia Morel. Breaks that play up. Now the Lynx go the other way. It's Angioni over the blue line. She can't get that puck in deep. Played up once again. Back and forth these teams go. Starting to open things back up again. Lutley breaks that play up. Walks into the zone. Steps around one man. Shot. Turned aside by Jessam. Kept in at the line. Fitzpatrick rims that into the corner. And Lutley once again is there. She's all over the ice for the Stars this weekend. Having a great weekend of hockey is Emily Lutley. Played across, Fitzpatrick shot. Jessam with the save. Good pace to this one. Teams seem to have settled in after back and forth they went. Goals galore. Good play there from Fitzpatrick. Good stick. Thrown out front. Jessam kicks that aside. Mullins can't find the rebound. Now here's Cremo. Broken up there by McLean. Now the Lynx gain control, enter the zone. Battle along the wall. It comes free. Still on it there is McLean. Fitzpatrick muscles that puck into the zone. Stars will start a change, but they will be unable to do so as icing is the call. Face off to the left of Young. McNeil and Lutley square up for the face-off. Draw one again there by the Stars. Gabriel pinches off the wall, forcing the Stars to rim it around the other way. Lawan chips it right back in. Fitzpatrick back to get it. Rims it around once more. Now Morrell keeps that in at the blue line. Andrews chips it in low, trying to start a cycle. Gabriel's going to pinch off the blue line. Throws it out front. Almost gets through. Now good read here by Morrell. Forces Walker to chip that in. Now the Stars will be able to get their change in. Thrown in Larkin. Chased there by Perouche. Good forecheck here from Perouche, forcing the Stars back into their own zone. Walker, chip play to McKenzie. Now ahead for Player, but Vickers hard on the back check, picks that puck up. Now it's knocked off her stick by McKenzie. Player across the blue line, but Perouche, good stick in the lane, breaks that play up. A Player picks it up once more. Shot, Jessam knocks that down. And we'll get a whistle. 3:25 to go here in the first periods. Shots now reading 12-6 in favor of the visiting Stars. McGuigan lines up for the face-off, but that's won by Cassie Cremo. Now she's with the puck now. Lead pass for McEachern. Fans on the, trying to get a shot in, but Matheson comes away with it. Danny Ray McGinnis. Head for McEachern. Still at the blue line here before the Lynx able to get it down deep into the corner. Now they continue to battle, and Lutley comes away with it. McGinnis chips it into the neutral zone, and Raina Fitzpatrick skates onto it. Jessam picks that up and will get the face off. Face off to the right of Abby Jessam. Emily Lutley and Avery McNeil line up for the face off. scramble draw. The Lynx are able to get it out of the zone. Played right back up. Heavy collision there in the neutral zone, and Hillary Lewan comes away with it. Chips it around Fitzpatrick into the corner. Myers picks it up for the Stars and rims it around the boards. Back to get it once more is Myers. Plays it up for Mullins. Delayed penalty on the call. Kneeing will be the call, and it will go against McNeil. Avery McNeil to the penalty box. And the Down East Stars will get the first power play of the game. 4 minutes is the penalty. Stars win the draw. Fitzpatrick back for Larkin. Good read there on the cross seam pass, but Mullins doesn't give up on the puck, and the Stars maintain control. Player circles the zone, shot, scores. Good heads-up play there by Cadence. Player picking up that puck, reading her space, taking the ice in front of her, and absolutely roofs one over the glove of Abby Jessam. It's a power play goal for the Stars. They waste no time in the first 2 minutes, so they remain on the power play. Larkin. Head for Lutley. Read there by Vickers. Her and Mullins once again in a battle. Jessam turns that aside, and the Lynx are able to clear that down the ice. 1:15 to go in the period, 1:30 to go in the power play. Stars over the blue line in the zone is Fitzpatrick. Broken up there by Vickers. And the Lynx will once again send it the length of the ice. That pass doesn't connect with anyone, so the Stars will try once more. Gabriel has her pass or clearing attempt knocked down by Walker. But Gabriel will get it back, and once again the Lynx will send it the length of the ice. Under 30 to go here in the first. Lawand, shot. Lynx still on it. Cremo turns shot. That's deflected on its way to the net. Thrown out front again. Good pressure here from the penalty killing unit of the Lynx. Gabriel throws that on net, turned aside. Under 10 now in the first. Lead pass here for Mullins. She gains the line, nobody with her, so she'll throw that on net, and that will do it. After an entertaining opening frame, and after 20 minutes of play, after back and forth play, the Down East Stars lead the Cape Breton Lynx by a score of 3-2. And we will be back with second period action after this brief intermission.
Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple.
And welcome back inside the Member 2 Sport and Wellness Center as we get set here for second period action between the Down East Stars and the Cape Breton Lynx. Stars get to start this period on a very brief power play. About 5 seconds left in it now. Now the team's back to even strength as McNeil exits the penalty box. Stars throw that in. Icing will be the call. Again, an entertaining first period between these two teams. It's been an entertaining weekend of hockey between these two very evenly matched teams. As the Stars hold a narrow 3-2 lead in this one. Puck bounces around in the neutral zone before finally ending up on the stick of McLean. She'll throw that in towards goal. Young will steer that into the corner. Fitzpatrick, her pass doesn't connect. Up to the point it goes. Raina Fitzpatrick, she'll try it once again. Lands on the stick of Mary McLean, and she will throw it right back in. Lynx starting a bit of a change. Now Landry in behind the goal. Still with it now. Landry thrown out front. Austin's shot hits a body on the way to the goal. Lynx still going to work down low. Morale keeps that in. Stars pick that up, but once again, it's forward progress is stopped. Young has seen enough, and she will take the face-off. Draw one here by the Stars. McGinnis chips that in. In behind the goal it goes. Walker loses it to Olivia Morale. Now, Lawans. She'll try to chip it by, but not able to do so. Player ahead for Walker over the blue line. Chips it in behind the goal. King's player back there once again. Austin breaks that play up for the Lynx and gets it into the neutral zone. Stars regain and regroup. This pass will not connect, but icing is waved off. McGinnis now. She'll chip that up and out of play. And lucky for her, in this league, that is not a delay of game penalty. Draw one cleanly there by the Stars, almost too cleanly as it goes down the length of the ice. Fitzpatrick rims that around, broken up there by Angioni. Vickers, her shot hits a shin pad on the way to goal and deflects wide. Now rimmed around the boards. This one will have enough to go the length of the ice, but icing waved off. Hard forecheck here, but Lynx are able to get it out. Now Angioni skating onto it into the neutral zone. Tries to chip that in deep. Lynx trying to start a change. They'll need to be careful there in front of their bench, as they will indeed get called for too many men on the ice. Lynx get caught up in front of their own bench. allows the Stars an opportunity to go back to the power play. Second power play of the game. First one was a 4-minute power play, and they struck very early on in that one. Lynx successfully killed off the back end of that one. Now another big kill coming up here for the Lynx. Rim back around. Larkin. Shot up high. Jessom grabs that one out of the air. Face off. Coming to the left now of Abby Jessom. Emily Lutley in there to take the draw. One back by the Lynx. Fitzpatrick down for Mullins. She'll walk it in behind the goal. Looking for her options. Plays it up top now for Larkin, who will chip that in, but broken up there by Gabriel. Now stretch pass for Ava Landry. Landry trying to skate onto it. Just out of her reach. Instead now she'll play it in behind the goal. But the Stars will come away with it, and skating out is Larkin. Over the blue line, Larkin stops up on the half wall. Finds the trailer, Fitzpatrick, her shot. Turned aside by Jessom. Now Vickers will gain control and get it out of the zone, but not down the ice. Stars with it once more. Here's Player. Back for Mullins. Shot off the ankle of Vickers and deflects into the corner. Now Morale, she will get that out, and the Lynx will get a much-needed change of their penalty-killing unit. Coming up to 30 seconds now left in the power play. McGinnis, she's got some room, but just a step offside on the other side of the ice was Walker. Cross ice now. Here's McGinnis. Plays that back from Matheson. Walking in, shot. That's turned aside in behind the goal. That will do it for the penalty. Another big kill for the Lynx. Although still not out of trouble. Now they'll gain control and they'll have some time to make a play. McLean trying to find Brown. Face-off will come at center ice. Draw one by the Lynx. McGinnis dump that in. Young lets that go around the rink. Bella Fitzpatrick ahead for Player. Player turns back around in her own, circles her own net. Now she's gaining a head of steam. Cadence Player over the red line. Hard back check there by Avery McNeil. Stops her progress. And it pops onto the stick of Brown. Brown will dump that in, and the Lynx will start a change. Here's Mullins. Steps over the blue line. That shot goes wide. Lynx with it now. Can't get it out of the zone as it's thrown right back into the corner. Gabriel watched closely there by Lutley. Puck squirts into the middle of the ice. Now played ahead for Cremo. She can't corral the puck, and the Stars will turn it right back up ice. Vickers plays that into the neutral zone, and Larkin is there to pick it up for the Stars. Played ahead now. Here's Lutley. She's got Mullins going to the back corner. But Morrell picks that up for the Lynx and plays that up ice. Myers tries to throw that in deep. Unfortunately, hits Ellie Mullins' skate, and offsides will be the call. .13:04 to go here in the second. The goal scoring pace seems to have kind of slowed down a little bit. It was a fast and furious first period of goals, but the teams seem to have settled in as the prime scoring chances themselves have even kind of slowed down as the teams tighten up defensively. Icing the call here against the Stars. Austin in to take the draw for the Lynx. Draw one by Cape Breton. Stars try to regroup in their own zone. Walker chips it off the boards to herself. Now in a foot race for it. Back to get it there is Austin. She'll circle in behind her goal. Looks at her options and finds Angioni. Played back up. Here's Player. Player forced back outside the zone. And that in turn will put the Stars off sides. Now Gabriel. Head for McNeil, who circles in behind the goal, loses an edge there behind the net. Still with it now. Chip down the wall. Now the Lynx continue to apply the pressure. Matheson can't get it out. Morrell finds it and rims it around the boards again. Avery McNeil throwing out front off the post. Still free. Morrell, she'll throw it in off a skate, directs towards goal, and Young finds that one too. Stars under pressure, but now Matheson will collect it. Tries to chip it up the boards, hits the linesman. Stars will get it into the Lynx zone. Now they'll try and start a change. That puck almost gets by Citrum, and if so, Cremo was away to the races. Cremo is now in behind the defense with the puck now. Still with it. Thrown on goal. Young turns that aside. Mullins chips it into the neutral zone. Olivia Morrell is there once again. Great weekend of hockey out of that young female right there. Steady on the point for the Cape Breton Lynx has been Olivia Morrell. Lynx looking for the equalizer here. McLean, her shot goes wide, but jumping in off the blue line is Vickers. She'll lose the handle, and Mullins is able to clear it out into the neutral zone, but not far enough as the Lynx try and continue to apply the pressure. Cross ice feed broken up by Austin. Shot. Young has it. Falls back down on it. She wasn't quite sure where it was there for a second. Good pressure here lately from the Cape Breton Lynx trying to find that equalizer. Austin in to take the draw here against Player. Stars come away with it. Walker's got a step on the defender. Walker's shot turned aside by Jessom. And the Lynx thwart that attempt to get it out into the neutral zone, but there's Player. Shifty Player. in her equipment now. She'll find it once again. That shot up and over the net. Walker there to pick it up. Larkin's shot hits a shin pad, trying to make its way towards goal, and the Lynx will pick it up. It's Brown. Brown drops it there, but player breaks that play up. Thrown out in front. Unable to pick it up there were the Stars. Here's Austin. Has the puck knocked off her stick. Now Gabriel overskates the puck. And the Stars gain control at the red line. McKenzie dumps that in. And McGinnis watched very closely there by McGuigan. In behind the goal it goes. Brown has it jump over her stick, but it gets out into the neutral zone where Bella Fitzpatrick picks it up for the Stars. Thrown up the wall. Brown. She'll get it in deep, and the Lynx will start a change. McKenzie able to get it out of the zone. Vickers picks it up, throws it right back in. Avery McNeil watches closely. Cross ice feed, finds McKenzie. She's going to get to the red line, tries to get that in, but Jade Vickers with a good stick knocks that off, and once again the Cape Breton Lynx able to get the puck into the zone. However, the smooth skating of Bella Fitzpatrick able to skate that out of trouble. There's another smooth skating defenseman in Jade Vickers. She'll walk over the line, loses the handle. Now she gets it again. Vickers shot. Save Young. Now the team's starting to open up once again. Exchanging opportunities. Cassie Cremo in to take the draw. Wouldn't you know it, Emily Lutley wins another one. She's been very good in the face-off circle this weekend. Landry chips and chases. And she wins that out for Angione. Puck battle in front, it's loose. Refs blow it dead. Puck may have been free, but the refs will blow it dead. And we'll get a face-off. Aggressive forecheck from the Cape Breton Lynx. We've been accustomed to seeing that out of them this weekend. And right now, it's causing all sorts of problems in the defensive zone for the Stars. Angione scores! Key face-off win for the Lynx, and Angione coming off the half wall picks that up and fires an absolute laser beam into the top corner. You could feel it coming from the Cape Breton Lynx. They have had good sustained pressure over the last few minutes of play, and they get rewarded for their efforts and tie this game up. Off the draw. Lynx throw it right back in. Circling behind the goal there is Player. Watched closely there by the Lynx. Now trying to cause more turnovers. But Player will pick it up. Gets it over the blue line. Tries to go between the legs of McLean, but she'll stop that. Now in behind the goal. Lawan tries to reverse course, but Player is there. Player, good read there as Fitzpatrick jumps in off the line. Shot blocked by McLean. Puck still alive in the corner. Fitzpatrick still on it. Now Lawand chips it up the wall to Landry. She'll get to the red line and dump it in. Penalty up to the Stars. Roughing will be the call. Bella Fitzpatrick to the penalty box. Cape Breton Lynx getting their first opportunity on the power play here this morning. Opportunity here for the Lynx to pull ahead. Austin, shot blocked there by Mullins. Lynx still on it. Here's Gabriel. Walks the line. Good stick there by Ellie Mullins. Knocks that puck into the neutral zone. The Lynx have to regroup. Trying to get sorted here now are the Lynx. Player aggressive on that forecheck. Breaks that play up. But Gabriel regroups, picks that up for the Lynx. Ahead there for McEachern. Cross feed for McNeil. Plays it back for Gabriel. She loses the handle on it, and it'll get out into the neutral zone. Lynx trying to get set up. They will start a change. But Austin trying to keep the puck in the offensive zone while help arrives, and it does in the form of Cassie Cremo. Up top now for McGinnis. Played over for Angioni. Back to McGinnis. Her shot hits a shin pad. It's still loose, and they score. Cremo will lead the line back. It was a loose puck in front of the net and a scramble play. But Cremo with an active stick in front of the goal, and the Lynx strike on the power play. And they now lead the Stars by a score of 4-3. And the Lynx have elected to call a timeout. Good period here from the Cape Breton Lynx. Kind of giving the Stars a little taste of their own medicine, as yesterday it was the Lynx who got out to the early lead before the Stars roared back and took control of the game, and kind of seeing a little bit of a role reversal here as the Stars come out and had a great start to this one, but the Lynx have really pushed the pace here in the last few minutes of play and have been rewarded with a couple of big goals. 5:23 to go here in the second period, and the Lynx now lead by a score of 4-3. In behind the goal now are the Stars. Up top, Citrum can't get it through. Picked up there by Cremo, leaves it there for Landry. Tries to feed a streaking McEachern, but it's off a skate, and just like that, here come the Stars. Abby Jessom tries to jump on that, loses the handle. In behind the goal it goes. Vickers picks that up. Her cross ice feed is interrupted. Fitzpatrick shot, Jessom the save, still loose. And it ends up underneath Jessom. She will cover up. Good response shift here from the Stars after giving up that power play goal. Avery McNeil in to take the draw here for the Lynx, but it is won by the Stars. Back to Gabriel. D-to-D pass to McGinnis. Larkin feeds that ahead. Thrown in deep. McGinnis back to get it and rims it around for Perush. Into the Star zone it goes, and Myers is there to pick it up. Leaves it for Fitzpatrick. She'll play it up the wall. This one will go the length of the ice. Icing will be the call. .2018 shots on goal favoring the Down East Stars. But the scoreboard favors the Cape Breton Lynx. Scramble draw, still fighting for it. Now it comes back, and the Lynx control. Rimmed around by Fitzpatrick, but Jade Vickers is there to stop that play. Her shot off the blocker of Young, and back into the corner it goes. Now in behind the goals, Angioni. Cutting off the wall there is McLean, but Fitzpatrick picks it up and skates it out of the zone. Austin stops her progress at the red line. Brown has it hop over her stick, but Austin is there, tries to dump that in, hits the linesman on the way in. But the Lynx try, and again, more puck battles along the wall. Now the Stars come away with it. Matheson dumps and chases against Morale. Matheson still with it now. Throws it in front, but McLean is there to pick it up. Mullins fed it over for Morale. Now here's Fitzpatrick. Raina Fitzpatrick hits the post. Coming out of nowhere off the bench. In behind coverage was Raina Fitzpatrick. And she comes ever so close to tying this game up. Now here's Mullins. This is a good reply from the Stars. This will go the length of the ice for icing. And the Stars come ever so close to tying this one up. Face off to the left of Jessom. Emily Lutley in to take this draw. But she will not win this one. She hasn't lost very many here today. And the Lynx are able to get it up the ice. Rimmed around now, here's Fitzpatrick. Through the middle of the ice, broken up there by McGinnis, thrown right back in. Down to the corner it goes. Here's Gabriel, leaves it for McGinnis. Her pass over for McEachran, just out of her reach. But the Lynx still able to keep it in, but now the Stars will gain control. And they will flip it out into the neutral zone. Now skating onto it, Lutley and Gabriel collide. The Lynx come away with it. They'll chip it up the ice. Cremo in a foot race now. It will squirt free for Landry. Now here's Walker. With a head of steam, she gets over the blue line. Walker shot. Jessom kicks that into the corner. Player finds Citrum coming off the blue line. Ava Landry collects it. Off the boards, but not out. Gabriel back to get it. Watched very closely there by Player. And then the second layer there from the Stars. But the Lynx are able to get it out of the zone and down the ice. A minute to go here in the second period. Here is Walker with it again. Skips over her stick. Now McNeil tries to get it out before Morale will skate it out of the zone. Into the neutral zone it goes. It ends up back down into the Stars zone. 35 seconds left here in the first. Bella Fitzpatrick. This is going to be chipped into the Stars bench. And the face-off will come just outside the league zone. Draw one by Cape Breton. Chipped ahead. Stars pick it up. Vickers. Squirts free. Up the wall to Peruche. Jumps over her stick. Citrum now. 10 to go. Throws it on net. Jessom kicks that aside. Here's Mullins. Vickers. Up the wall, and that will do it. Another entertaining period of play here between these two teams. And a late push from the Cape Breton Lynx has vaulted them ahead of the Down East Stars. Your score after 40 minutes of play: Cape Breton Lynx 4, Down East Stars 3. Don't go anywhere. We are in for a fantastic third period, and we will get to that after this brief intermission.
Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple.
And welcome back to the number 2 Sport and Wellness Center as we get set what should be a very entertaining third period as we wrap up this weekend set between the visiting Down East Stars and the hometown Cape Breton Lynx. Lynx control off the opening draw. Played ahead here for McCackern. Throws it towards goal. Into the corner it goes. Lutley plays it up the wall. Mullins gets that out. McCackern throws that towards goal. Around the boards it goes, and Ellie Mullins will skate it out. Over the blue line, Lutley chips it in behind Vickers. Rimmed around, Mullins is there to stop that. Down low, in behind the goal. Behind Lutley. Now Landry gets to the blue or red line, and dumps that in. Oh, goes in between the legs of Young. Hometown bounce there for the Lynx, but nothing doing. Shot on goal, Jessam. That ends up back into the corner. Stars now throw it right back in behind the goal. Gabriel throws out front here for Walker. Now the Lynx able to get that in as Perouche tries to start a forecheck. Olivia Morel keeps that in. Here's the Lynx once more. Loose puck shot just wide. Angione still on it. Skating away with it now is Myers. Drop pass through the skates of McKenzie. But the Stars still trying to chip that in low. Now, cross ice feed, and Olivia Morel will skate it up. Gets to the blue line, chips that in, and Morel will start a change, and Brown is hard on the forecheck. Back to the blue line and out. Still there now, McKenzie ahead for McGuigan. Ahead for Jessam. That bounced back in the opposite direction of which Jessam probably wanted. But the Lynx cleared out, but the Stars throw it right back in. Back to get it now, McLean. Behind her own goal, up the boards. Chipped in off the boards and down the ice. Cremo turns and fires. And she's got it once more. Circling in behind the goal now, Cremo. Watched closely there by a couple defenders. Tripping coming up. And it will be Emily Lutley getting the gate. And the Cape Breton Lynx will go back to the power play. Power play hasn't struck here this morning. Couple of good looks, but no chances, and here they are again. McGinnis, her shot blocked and cleared down the ice there by Larkin.
Penalty, Lutley, 2 minutes tripping. Time for the penalty, 2 minutes, 52 seconds.
Gabriel winds it up behind her own net. Here's Vickers. Weaves her way through the neutral zone, gains the zone entry. Vickers, shot wide. That's going to be enough to go around and out. Lynx will try again. Good look there by Larkin, breaks that play up. Thrown towards goal. Jessam keeps the puck moving. Back for Vickers, drops it there for Gabriel. Watched closely. McCackern drops it for Austin. Shot there by Cremo. That's blocked by Fitzpatrick, and the Stars will once again clear it out. Under a minute to go here in the power play. Lynx headed up ice once again. Lawand Progress stopped once again as the Stars clear the zone. Now here they are again. Getting that puck in low. Lynx not able to connect on any passes right now. And again, it's thrown up the middle. Nobody home there for the Lynx. Player for Walker. Knocked off of her stick. 10 seconds to go now. And a great penalty kill here by the Stars as the Lynx not able to get any shots on goal, but one last effort here from Austin. And Young will stop that. One second left on the power play. Face off to the left of Young. Draw one by the Lynx. Angioni for Morrell. Austin. Team's now back to even strength. Angioni with some space. Her shot doesn't make it through. Austin picks that up. In behind goal, and Austin on it again. In a battle with Larkin down in the corner. Perouche comes in to help out. Puck comes free. Lutley, the penalized player back on the ice, is able to break that play up and get it out. Here's Fitzpatrick, 2-on-1 with Lutley. Lutley now with it. Throws it back over to Fitzpatrick. Jessom slides across for the save. Off the board, off the bench, McGuigan. And Vickers breaks that play up. 1-on-2. Vickers all alone. Takes it outside, pulls up in the half wall, finds the trailer, Cremo. She tries to dangle into the middle of the ice, but it's broken up. Now the Stars will chip it out. Icing waved off. Back for it now is McGinnis. Chips it up and out of the zone. Into the neutral zone where Fitzpatrick loses the handle and Ava Landry picks it up. Landry's shot. That's blocked and deflected. Rimmed around the boards. Mary McLean tries to keep that alive, but it jumps over her stick. Back to the neutral zone it goes. Confusion in front of the Stars bench, and the Lynx pick it up. McLean watched closely there by Player as those two players collide, knocking the net off. And we'll get a face-off. I believe that will come. It will go outside, as it was the Stars player who knocked the net off. Walker, player, pardon me. With it again, chips that in. Back to retrieve it is Morrell. Rims it around here for Lawand. She can't handle the puck, but it gets out into the neutral zone. Lawand tries to get it in deep, but that's broken up and thrown right back up the ice. Olivia Morrell circles in her own zone. Played ahead, here's Angioni. Steps around one player, fans on the shot, and Fitzpatrick will pick that up and dump that out as the Stars will start a change. Mullins thrown across ice, just out of the reach of Emily Lutley. Larkin can't keep that play on the line. Lutley comes through, breaks that up. Up top here, Citrum. Cross ice feed, finds Lutley. Tries to feed it in front for Fitzpatrick, but Vickers is there to break it up. Citrum Heads over the blue line. Steps on a stick, falls down, no call coming. McLean rims it around for Brown. She'll chip it ahead for McEachran. Madison McEachran 1-on-2. Waiting for some help to come. Circles into the corner, in behind the goal, still with it now. Played up, top shot. That takes a deflection wide, into the corner it goes. Now Emily Lutley. Cross ice feed off a skate, now in a foot race. Here's Matheson. Icing is waved off. Still on the forecheck here, and with it is Matheson. Backhand kicked aside by Jessam. McGuigan feeds it down for Myers. Good stick in the lane there by McLean, breaks that up, and the Lynx are able to chip it out of the play. Landry skating onto it now against Fitzpatrick. Landry still on it. Being watched closely there by a couple of Stars players, and Player being one of them. Now Player watched closely by McNeil, trying to cause that turnover. But the Stars will come away with it. Walker will skate it out of the zone over the blue line. Another good stick there and good gap control by Morrell. Another good stick by Morrell. Again, just her resume gets better and better this weekend. Tower of defense for the Lynx has been Olivia Morrell this weekend. Fitzpatrick walks over the blue line, steps around Morrell, shot. Jessam kicks that one aside. The offensive defenseman, Bella Fitzpatrick, with an opportunity to tie the game right there. Angioni will get it out. She's got some space. Penalty coming up here as Angioni is tripped up. Bella Fitzpatrick already knows it's going to be her going to the box. And another power play opportunity here for the Cape Breton Lynx. Layla Austin in to take the draw here against Emily Lutley. Austin wins that draw. Lynx control off the faceoff by McEachran. Down low for Landry. Crossing pass for Vickers. Thrown out front. Landry shot off the side of the net. Great passing here from the Lynx, finding those lanes. Now the Stars are able to find that, chip it down the ice. Big kill here for the Stars. They trail 4-3. Icing will be the call here. .122 to go in the power play. As the Stars look to kill this one off, and the Lynx looking for a little bit more insurance here. Draw one by the Lynx. Aggressive on the forecheck and penalty kill there is Player. Disrupting play there, forcing McGinnis back in behind her own net. Now McGinnis has time to set up. Finds Vickers. Smooth skating Vickers over the blue line. Stops up. Finds the trailer in Lawand. Jumps over her stick. Back up top for Gabriel. Cross for McEachran. In behind the goal now, Lawand. Trying to find some options. She's knocked off the puck there by Larkin, and the Stars are able to clear the zone. Fresh set of penalty killers. Cowboy over the boards as Gabriel winds it up. 30 seconds now to go in the power play. Gabriel winds into the zone, gets a seam. Gabriel getting to the front of the net, still loose. Stars clear it out, and they'll get it down the length of the ice. Under 20 to go now. One last chance for the power play. But Mullins is there to break that up. And the Stars will pick it up, and Lutley feeds it ahead for Mullins. She'll dump that in, and that will do it. Another giant kill for the Down East Stars. Angioni played ahead. Stars with it now. Cross ice feed, Angioni still there, thrown out front, broken up there by Matheson. Played ahead. This one will go the length. Icing will be the call. .7:20 to go here in the third period. 28-21 shots on goal favoring the Down East Stars. Scoreboard still favoring the Cape Breton Lynx. A tight game, which we, again, thought we would get between these two teams. Very evenly matched. And they have shown it this weekend. Lynx trying to catch the Stars. Another shot there by Landry and another save by Young. Lynx are trying to catch the Stars in the standings. Again, the Stars pulling ahead a little bit further last night with a victory. And the Lynx trying to close that gap again here today. 7 minutes to go to close this one out. Again, this being the rubber match of the season series, which is currently tied at 2 games apiece. McGinnis. Cross ice feed for Landry. Austin steps around one man and dumps that in and behind the goal. Skating it out now, Larkin. Chip back in to the Lynx zone. McLean. Larkin shot. That goes off the side of the net. Lutley. Austin weaves her way through the neutral zone, gains the zone entry through the blue. Tries to cut to the middle of the ice, but that's broken up. Now the Stars trying to battle along the wall, and they'll reverse course and they'll go the other way. Larkin for Fitzpatrick. Fed over for Mullins to the red line and no further. Lynx regain control. Peruche. Battle along the half wall. McNeil comes in to help out. It's 3-on-1. Now McNeil coming in to help out once more. Stars thrown across the ice there. Larkin, dangerous play. But the Stars do get it down the ice, but this will be icing. And face-off will come back inside the Stars zone. Key face-off coming in here. Cassie Cremo lines up against McGuigan. Tegan Young fixing up some of her equipment, likely giving her teammates a little bit of a breather. Lynx win the draw. Behind the goal, Cremo out front, shot. What a save by Young. Kicking that pad out. Great attempt there by the Lynx, but an even bigger save there by Tegan Young. Keeping this a 1-goal game. Stars will once again send it the length of the ice. Trying to beat out the icing call there is Matheson, and she will do that. Morrell throws it right back up ice. Here's Vickers. Throws that on goal. Stars collect it as the Lynx make a change. Morrell skates it in over the blue line, leaves it there for Lawand. Over for Gabriel. On goal, shot tipped in by Austin. Beautiful redirection by Layla Austin in front of the goal. And there is the insurance marker that the Cape Breton Lynx have been looking for. Great stick by Austin. Gets the redirection. And the Lynx open up a 2-goal lead with under 5 to go. Lawand over the blue line. Walker ahead for Player. Player waits for help. And it's Ellie Mullins in behind the goal. Mullins and McLean battling behind the net. In to help out now is Avery McNeil. Stars. Aggressive forecheck here, causing a bit of turnovers in behind the Lynx goal, but they'll not able to get it out. Now thrown out, and Jessom. She'll pounce on that one, take the face off. .333 to go here. Lynx holding on to a 2-goal lead. Chipped ahead, here's Landry. 3-on-1 here for the Lynx. Landry over for McGinnis. That hits a skate just enough to redirect, and the Stars gain control. Cremo can't get that in deep. Mullins off the boards, but not out. Fitzpatrick skates it into the blue, over into the zone. Chips it around Vickers. In behind the goal it goes. Walker. McKenzie. Still battling along the boards. Now it comes free. Landry ahead. Here's Lawand. Skips over her stick. Goes into the corner. She's still on it. Thrown out front. Nobody home there for the Lynx, and the Stars relieve the pressure. Walker. Shot. Jessom the save. She's not sure where it is. Fortuitous bounce for the Lynx as that goes the other direction. Now Gabriel. Lead pass here. Thrown towards goal, and Young will cover that up. Two minutes to go here in the third period. And the Down East Stars will call their timeout. Crunch time for the Stars. Trying to draw up a play. It's going to start with a big key face-off win right here. Lynx try to hold on for the win. Trying to snap the 3-game win streak of the Down East Stars. Stars likely looking for a big face-off win. Gain control in the offensive zone, and we'd likely see the goaltender Young be pulled for the extra attacker. Cremo in to take the draw here for Cape Breton. She'll win that cleanly. Gabriel shot. Young turns that aside. Now the Stars get it out. Player knocks that down. Offsides is the call. Young inches closer and closer to the bench. As the face-off will come just outside the Lynx territory. And the Stars win that. Player. Her shot over the glass. There goes Young. Extra attacker out for the Stars. Empty net for the Down East Stars. Larkin throws that on goal. Fitzpatrick, she'll tip that. Lynx trying to get it out of the zone, and it will come to Ava Landry. Over the red line, she sees the open cage, takes her chance. That goes wide. Here's Austin now. Breaks up that play. That shot trickles across the goal line. Ava Landry still there. Now here's Bella Fitzpatrick. But that will finally get out of the zone. Down to a minute to go here. Lutley over for Mullins. Mullins chips that in. Goes off for a change. Austin. Watch closely there. Larkin keeps that in. Lutley. Her shot. Penalty coming up here. And it's going to be going against Cape Breton. Hooking will be the call. Avery McNeil appears to be the guilty party. .37 seconds. And the Down East Stars have a power play down by 2. Great opportunity here to pull within 1. Extra attacker still out there for the Stars. Fitzpatrick shot, bounces around in front. And Jessam finds that. And through all of that melee, head contact penalty being called against Danny Ray McGinnis. 25 seconds to go. Now a 6-on-3. Big opportunity here for the Stars. Time is against them. Lynx win the draw, get it down the ice. Cremo in a foot race with Fitzpatrick. Cremo is going to win that. Just trying to kill the clock is Cassie Cremo. She's doing just that. 1-on-4. Good work along the walls by Cremo. Now 1-on-6. Stars finally get it out, but they run out of time. And the Cape Breton Lynx are going to come away and finish it off with a good bounce-back victory. They dropped game yesterday 7-4. They rebound, they come back out here, and they win this one 5-3 to take the season series and inch closer to the Stars in the standings. We hope you've enjoyed this game and all the games we bring to you here on High Button Sports. We will see you at the rink again soon.